Good morning, children. Welcome back to our maths online class. Today we will continue the chapter 4 Basic Geometrical Ideas. So we can start the class. Today we plan to discuss exercise 4.1. The first question, there is a figure. We have to use the figure to name the given questions. You can observe the figure here. You understood? What are they? Points, lines, line segments. Many things are there. From which you can do first question. First question, we have to name 5 points. 5 points. Do you remember points? Here, in this figure, which are the points we can mention? B is a point, C, D, E, O. There are 5 points on this figure. So, the answer is B, C, D, E, O. Okay. Next one is, we have to name a line from this figure. One line you have to find out. Observe the line. Observe the figure. Many lines are there. One line only we have to mention. Any line you can mention, but here I wrote the name of the line as DB. Okay. So, this is the line DB. Next question, 4 rays. 4 rays we have to find out from this figure. What do you mean by a ray? A ray is a line in which only one end point. That means only the starting point, no end point. Okay, that is only a starting point. So, from this figure, we can mention OB, OC, OD, OE. Look at the figure, OB, OC, OE, OD. We have to write 5 line segments. Question is to write 5 line segments. What do you mean by line segments? Line segment has 2 endpoints. 2 endpoints. So here we can choose DE, ED, DO or OD, OC or CO you can write. Then DB. Okay. So we can write the answer as 5 line segments DE, ED, DO, OC and DB. So you understood the children the concept of points, line segments, ray and the line. Right? Next question, how many lines can pass through a given point? B question, 2 given points. That means how many lines can pass through 1 point? Next question, 2 points. Here you can see a common point O. Through that O we can draw many lines. So answer is many. 2 given points, we can assume A and B are 2 given points. How many lines can be drawn through A and B? Only 1 line can be drawn. Okay, so answer is 1. Understood? Through 1 point we can draw many lines, but through 2 given points we can draw only 1 line. That's it. Next point is curves. Curves. So if we draw some figures like this in a flow without breaking, these figures are called curves. If we draw something like this without breaking in a flow, if you draw some figure, they are called curves. Here you can see some curves like this you can draw. But here this figure is crossing itself. So we can say that if a curve does not cross itself, they are called simple curve. What is the word? Simple curve. So if a figure does not cross itself, they are called simple curve. Okay, so here this one is a simple curve, but it is not a simple curve. You understood the meaning simple curve? If some figures, if we draw like this, they are not simple curve. Okay, but if it is draw like this, it is a simple curve. Next, we can divide the curves into two types. First one, open curve. Second one, closed curve. Open curve means their starting point and ending point does not meet together. So, this figure is open here. It is not closed. Here in this figure also it is open curve. But in the second set of figures, they are closed. Starting point, if I start from here, it is ending or meeting again and it will form a closed curve. So, these two are closed curve. So, which are the types of curves? Open curves and closed curve. Open curve and closed curve. Okay. Next topic is position in a figure. Children, do you remember that these are the basics of geometry. That means in the higher class or this year itself, you can use these terms in our chapters. Okay, so position in a figure. If we draw here figure, one figure is here and I marked one point here inside the figure. A is inside the figure and this point B is outside the figure and C is on the figure. So we can term this A as interior point. That means inside the figure. Interior point inside the figure. Next point B I drawn outside the figure. So this is known as exterior point. Exterior point. Outside the figure, exterior point. Inside the figure, interior point. Okay. Next, C is on the figure. So we termed it as on the figure. This is on the boundary. This is the boundary of the figure. This is the boundary of the figure. This C is on the boundary or on the figure. So we can term this on the figure. Okay. So which are the positions of the figure? Interior, exterior, on the boundary. These are the three positions of the figures. Okay, right? Next one is polygons. Polygons means simple closed curve that are made up of straight lines or line segments. So, we found some curves, they are not polygon, but simple closed curve made up of line segments are called polygons. So, this is a polygon, this is a polygon, this is a polygon. So, you understood what is the meaning of polygon? Simple closed curve made up of line segments. Okay. Today I conclude with the term polygon. You read the notes well and understand the matter. So, with this concept only, the further details you can understand. So, children, please refer the notebook well. Thank you.